So
Obviously.
while we're on the topics of Newfoundland being fucky and just having a marvelous time with everything, I wanted to talk about the Newfie Bullet. And for those that don't know, there used to be a train in Newfoundland. No longer there. There's no trains in Newfoundland anymore, but there used to be a train, and we used to call it the Newfie Bullet, the fastest slow train in the East. So I'll read you a little excerpt here about the Newfie Bullet. There once was a train so legendary, so talked about, that it earned the kind of nickname usually reserved for fighter jets and superheroes. The Newfie Bullet, except this bullet couldn't outrun a moose on a coffee break. The Newfoundland Railway began service in 1898, connecting St. John's in the east to Port aux Basques in the west. It was a huge deal, a steel ribbon across the rugged island, conquering bogs, barrens, boulders. But in a classic Newfoundland twist, the railway builders decided to use narrow gauge track, 3 feet 6 inches between the rails. Why? It was cheaper to snake through the rough terrain. Why? It was cheaper to snake through the rough terrain. The catch, the trains couldn't go very fast. The cars were a bit like sardines on skates.
Oh, top heavy.
Yeah. The journey across the island, roughly 883 kilometers, took 22 to 27 hours. That's almost a full day and night to cross what now a car can cover in less than 10 hours. So when Newfoundlanders started calling the bullet, it was quite the praise. It was pure Newfoundland humor. If a bullet moved that slow, you could dodge it with time to brew a kettle of tea. Picture it. You board the train in St. John's, bright-eyed and ready. By the time you reach Port aux Basques, you finished your lunch, supper, midnight snack, and possibly made friends with the conductor's entire extended family. If the train if the train was late, which it often was, locals joked that the moss was growing faster than the bullet was rolling. The, the railway changed hands over the years. The government took it over in 1923. Then the Canadian National Railway ran it after Newfoundland joined Confederation in 1949. But times were changing. Trucks and buses started zooming along new highways. The bullet started to feel more like a relic than a revolution. Passenger service ended in 1969. Freight limped along until
Nice.
1988. And by 1990, the tracks were pulled up. In their place came the Trans-Canada Trail, Cross Island Trail for snowmobiles, ATVs, hikers, and nostalgic souls. Yet despite its snail's pace, the Newfie Bullet is still remembered with genuine affection. It carried soldiers, family, mail, dreams from one end of the island to the other. It wasn't fast, but it was ours. And like any Newfoundland story, it comes with a wink and a punchline. The Newfie Bullet may not have broken speed records, but it sure broke boredom with its charm. After all, who needs speed when you got a kettle, fiddle, and 27 hours to kill?
That's fantastic.